Today I want to visit the location where ABBA shot the artwork for ABBA the album. Unfortunately, I don't know where to go. There is no location. But there is an inner sleeve with an actual photograph. We will certainly go to that. And last time we explored the many incarnations of ABBA over the years. Drawings, cartoons, illustrations, including ABBA the album. That section will also be part of today's video, so we can bring it all together for ABBA the album. This is Stockholm's town hall. There are many ABBA-related connections to this place. But in 1977, ABBA was here on this shore for a photo session to take pictures for their next album.
Their latest album is The Album.
This is the shore. You can see the long chimney to the right of Björn and the church-like building on the corner of the frame. This picture was used on the inner sleeve of the album. The other side of the inner sleeve had lyrics and a photo of this place by night. For the front artwork, a very special design was conceived. It would be classic and timeless. It was not illustrated by Björn Ulvaeus and not by Benny Andersson, but by an artist called Björn Andersson. That's right. And I could only find one more artwork that he created. In the same year, he took the photograph for an album of a Swedish jazz band. It's hard to find any other information about Björn Andersson, and not very much seems to be documented about the making of this iconic artwork for ABBA the album. But the album also gives credit for Rune Söderqvist for illustration and design. He was ABBA's longtime collaborator, creating all of their album artworks from Arrival onwards, designing the sets for ABBA's final concert tour, and inventing ABBA's famous logo. Many years ago, ABBA's Instagram channel posted this fascinating original artwork of ABBA the album, where you can recognize the cutout and arrangement of the different elements. The artwork for ABBA the album was also used for a notebook simply called ABBA the Folio, and for the one and only feature film ABBA the Movie. In rare photos from original production meetings, it looks like the original title for the film was discussed as ABBA Moving and Catch ABBA. I think they went the perfect road with ABBA the Movie, perfectly in line with the title of ABBA the album, matching the identical artworks. I think this artwork captures the spirit of this period in ABBA's career so well, in an almost avant-garde style. The Australian vibes, moments from the actual film with the kangaroo, the airplane and taxi, and the chasing reporter, as well as the music itself, the opening and closing songs from the album, an eagle and a marionette. Even the strikingly white background and shapes remind me of the purity of ABBA and their white costumes on stage. For a change, the UK version of the album had quite a few differences on the entire layout. The white background became blue in the upper half, the back cover used one of the photos from that session on the shore, and the tracklist indicated all the songs which were also used in ABBA the Movie. This UK edition of the album actually came as a gatefold sleeve with a completely unique design on the inside, reminiscent of an envelope with ABBA's picture as a stamp, and another picture of ABBA, again on beautiful white background. For all this variety, I really love this edition of ABBA the album as well. And now I want to know from you, which version do you prefer and what do you think of the artwork for ABBA the album altogether? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, until then, hello!